All right, it says I'm live. Hello, good afternoon from Kirksville, Missouri. This is Randy Carvin, and this is Rantin' Randy's Rant for what day is this, folks? 17th. The 17th. Grace had to answer for me. Uh, hello, James. I saw you out right as I was ready to go here. So, got Carol and James out there. So far, we'll give it a minute or so. The sound should be better today. I'm on the Mac again. Uh, and I'm still on the setting omnidirectional on this microphone. I shouldn't have to speak right into it. Good. Thank you, James. All right. Oh, where in the hell do you start with this asshole in the White House? Uh, I'll just lay it out. Our biggest threat right now, as everybody knows, is COVID. I just saw where we turned to 248,000 Americans dead, and that's rising by about 1,000 every day. Grace and I were looking at it earlier. It's about 200 an hour that are dying, or probably a little more than that. No, less than that. But looking at it this morning, it was 247,200 and something, and now we're at 248,000. Shit, and it's not going to get any better. Uh, in the past week, another million people have tested positive, and the death rate is around 1,000 a day. Also, these are people that are testing when they arrive at the hospital, usually sick, because Donnie's doing nothing about. Remember, it was slow down the testing. The nation is getting sicker and more are dying. This is madness. And like I said, please slow down the testing. And now he got that when he hired Fox's guest, Scott Atlas. Now, the new cases and hospitalizations are testing positive at the hospitals, as I said. If behavior is not modified this holiday season, things, uh, as bad as they will get worse. Uh, Trump's scorched earth plan. That's what I was trying to put in the heading, and I shared it. I went back and edited it, but it doesn't ever seem to make it to the post itself when I post it to Facebook. Uh, yeah, it says scorched earth plans clearer as the term expires. He wants to leave Biden in a situation where I don't know how he thinks he gains by causing insurgency in Afghanistan and Iraq. Unless he's, Grace and I were talking about this last night. I was talking about things I heard about Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz. Desi Arnaz, according to Lucy, destroyed everything they had when he became a drunk. He just he was out to destroy what they had built up. Um, and back to Donnie. If Donnie can't have the White House and the government, he must piss and shit on everything on the way out. If U.S. Marshals have to go in there, they will need to frisk all persons in the White House. They will steal anything they can. That's what fascists do. Oh, and I heard this last night from Missouri's deplorable Senator Roy Blunt says there is no appetite for a stimulus bill in the Senate. Well, Senator Blunt, you aren't hungry, and you aren't worried about where you're going to live or where your next meal is coming from. Uh, Let me go back to the first. I don't want to do this in reverse order all the way through it. Let's see. Then I'll pick up below that. There's page 1. Oh, of course, they got out of order. Okay, here we go. Now, page 1. Trump enablers, aka the GOP, needs to grow a set of balls and grow a spine. We all know your names. People in line for food for their families. People will be living on the street, brothers and sisters. He wants to destabilize Afghanistan and Iraq. New York Times. Trump's senior advisors had to advise that it wouldn't be a time to attack Iran. If he did that, what he's doing would be try to retain office. And Chris Cuomo last night talked with Lieutenant General H.R. McMaster about planned pullout in Afghanistan and Iraq. We have international allies there, and if we pull out, they will too. Everything gained will be lost. The Taliban and other terrorist organizations will come in. 65 days, and Trump is doing all the damage to democracy he can. Senator Graham said Biden isn't the president-elect until the court battles or Donnie concedes. Senator Langford, who was going to speak out last Friday, walked that back, but now he's claiming he didn't walk it back. Senators clash over wearing masks while speaking on the Senate floor. I believe that was, I just heard it a few minutes ago, but I've got so much information coming at me that I'll figure it out. If not today, I will for tomorrow's show. Trump's lawsuits are failing in 4 key states: Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Georgia. They're failing because of junk law. Senator Graham asking Georgia's Republican Secretary of State if he could find some legally cast ballots that he could throw out. And the Secretary of State of Georgia said that's exactly what he was asking for, even though Graham has learned to do like Donnie and lie about it. Scaramucci on Donnie is fundraising for a run in 2024, pay off debts from his campaign, and future legal battles he will face. He will face state charges when he's through. No surprises here. FBI reports hate crimes surged in 2019 to the highest level in decades. More on Graham. That's what I was telling you, that he's lied about it, but he was the Secretary of State of Georgia was interviewed last night on CNN, and he said that Graham is lying. 73,000 hospitalizations as the virus surges. What's Ding Dong Donnie doing? Watching TV and when he's not doing that, he's playing golf. obstructing Biden's transition. Donald Trump is giving up govern. He's only wanted the power for he and his cronies so they could profit. His mission for now is to undermine the president-elect so that Biden has a crisis of a pandemic, possibly a war. Donnie's lawsuits thrown out all over the country. Donnie, your legal team has to have evidence of voter fraud. You can't just go into court and say, we know about it. That's not proof. And they have no proof whatsoever. Good news is there will be at least two vaccines, but that's months away. Even with, I believe it's Pfizer is looking to get emergency use approval now or within days. It's still not going to get to the general population until March or April next year. We need to hunker down now, wear masks, social distance until these vaccines are distributed and people actually get the vaccination. Just throwing up your hands and hooray, the vaccine is coming, letting down your guard won't save lives. The outgoing president wants you to forget the virus and act like it was never a threat. What the hell is that? To me, that's treason. And here's someone that is going to get by with crime, and it's only considered a civil matter. Emily Murphy with the GSA is the one with the power to obstruct the Biden transition, and people are dying. Sunday, Tweety Turd tweeted, "Good job, Emily. The GOP is the enemy of the voters." Senator Graham, I don't need to repeat that story, but only to say Senator Graham needs to be investigated by whoever the Biden administration has as AG. The Department of Justice should investigate Graham. And as everyday hospitalization and infections and deaths increasing, what the Republicans are doing, what are they? Performing seals? And this is Navajo Nation is the third week of lockdown. Where's the federal government? How is that not genocide? Vulnerable groups, races, and people across the nation and the federal government is letting this happen. All this because of a petty little man that had a dream of becoming a dictator, ladies and gentlemen. And that's about all I got out of this bullshit today. There'll probably be a powerful news dump tonight. I know that we're going to have a meeting. Brace is going to fix us a great supper for tonight. So sometime, probably shortly after the show, the family meeting starts. I'll be doing that, but I'll be in and out at the meeting. Hello, Brian. All right. Hello, Maria. All right. Let me read through it. Hello, Mary. Let's see. I want to read through some of this because often I don't get a chance. It used to be on here, I could look it up in real time or live chat and see the chat. Now it seems to be replaced after I leave it and come back. it usually has ads on this side. Ah, the only way I found I can approach it and actually see the feed was one time I went out and approached it like I was different, where I see it the way you see it when when you go when you go to the recording itself. Uh, then I was able to use it. That's when I turned that uh, guy in to the FBI. That's how I did it. Was I went out and found the live feed and went to live chat and then looked down through it. All right. Yeah, I believe he's going to need those troops. They don't know it, and I guess he thinks that he's fulfilling a promise. He's bringing his troops home. Thing is, if he does something stupid like attack Iran, I don't even want to think about that. Think of what Biden will have to walk into. A war started by the former president, or as we know him, the fake president. All right, I'll let you go. Yeah, that's right, Brian. I agree with you. He has done nothing since he has come in. He's trying to run it. He said he wanted to run it like a company. He never did anything in his company either. Somebody else did all the work and he takes the credit for it. And that's what he's done ever since he gave that dark speech at inaugural, which was the largest ever, period. Oh, I hadn't beat this asshole yet. He needs a good whipping every day. He's just a little man that always got his way. Well, baby, you ain't keeping the presidency. Joe Biden, January 20th, 2021, will become the president of the United States. Face it. And you Republicans licking his boots and his ass better get used to it. It's going to happen. There's not going to be enough so called voter fraud to keep overturning an election. You know that. Even his supporters know that. My God. Ah. All right, I'll let you go with peace. Resist, persist, and I insist. Tie up the phone lines in Congress. They need to know that the GOP, you skunks, we're taking names. You go home next time you run. Roy Blunt, that goes for you too. Sam Graves, next time you run, we'll send you home. All right. And it will be, we will find a strong Democrat and defeat you. I don't want that taken the wrong way. I'm not threatening anybody's life like the assholes in the damn Trump administration. Have a good one. I want you to go down, like, and share. And if you're new here and can't get into the Blue Room, subscribe, please. And we'll see you later on. I'm going to try later on a new approach. Next time they switch me to the new Facebook, I'll keep it and see if I can find saved. I can't find it, and that means I have to do extra work to go down and put my information out for contact with me or donations. It's not a necessary thing to do. I get a lot of support from Blue Dot brothers and sisters. And that's not only just donations, it's the time you take to send me videos and everything else. That is supporting me. And I appreciate it. And I thank each and every one of you for your time. I'll see you later on at the meeting. Have a great evening. I want you to share this shit. See you later.